What's happening, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back to Junkdrummer TV, where I give my initial reactions, my hot takes, and my analysis on the drummers of today and yesterday, and maybe tomorrow if I stick around that long. I am a gigging musician and a professional drum teacher, and I have been those things for the last 20 plus years. Today has been a very strange day for me. I taught a full schedule of students, and then I almost bought a small farm. Which reminds me to tell all of my regular viewers that within the next 2 months, you are going to see a venue change. It just depends on how well my real estate agent does me. So with that out of the way, today's episode goes out to the one patron that I have on my Patreon that has asked me to do this drummer a couple times. Is it Rob? I can't remember. This goes out to you. We're going to be watching Nate Smith. Now, this is a semi-classic reaction video because I am aware of Nate Smith. I saw him in that one video where he's playing that super sick 70s white drum set without any bottom heads, like he's playing all like Phil Collins style concert toms, and he's amazing in that, but I'm not super aware of everything this man has done, so I'm going to sort of be kind of reacting, but I'm going to analyze as well. Don't know that much about him. There's no reason for too much of a preamble, so let's just get right into it. But before we do, if you dig what I am doing and you think I deserve it, please give me a like, comment, and share. Please help me with the algorithm. I'm going to be buying a house soon because my house that I'm in now got sold, and the person who bought it is throwing me out. So, but anyway, also, if you really dig what I like, please check out my merch page. Please check out my Patreon if you really, really, really dig it. I also offer lessons over Skype and Zoom. If you're interested in that, go to my Instagram, find me under Junkdrummer, hit me there, or you can find my email under my About page. So with all of that out of the way, let's watch Nate Smith, shall we? Oh, man. Well, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Because this style of groove is one that I've heard Steve Jordan do and Questlove do a lot. Oh, shit. This was the one I had to pick, huh? So, yeah, I just kind of did a rando from his Zildjian concert. That groove, that eighth note hi-hat thing that he's doing has haunted me my whole life. It's alchemy, and it's magic, and you can't write it down, and it's very hard to explain. I've tried to do it in lessons before, and I've not done a very good job, so please, hopefully I'll do it right now. Oh, fuck, man, that groove, oh my God. There's a lot of Questlove, Questlove tracks where he's played that style of eighth note groove there. Because I always think of it as a Questlove thing, I call it the Philadelphia groove. And I think I've heard someone else call it that too. Oh, God. Wish me luck. Eighth notes, right? We know we've done eighth notes. We can do this, right? You always think, what is the other way to phrase that is to, shuffle it. What he's doing is somewhere in between that, and it's fucking maddening if you're not good enough to do it. Like my Uncle Mike, who I was in his blues band for years when I was in college, he always called that playing in the cracks. Because it's not one and two and it's not one, lay two, lay three, lay four, lay. It's in this magical space in between that. And I cannot believe I'm going to try to do it right now because I've been trying to do this my whole life and I can't. But it's not one and two and three and four and it's not toon to pa ta toon to pa ta toon, swung eighth notes. It's fuck. It's that And that's not even a good way to put it. I'm going to try to play along with it while he's doing it, man. Oh, fuck, man. Now, okay, notes right there, he's kind of making it more of a straighter eighth note. When you do this kind of style of breaking up between the quarter note, if you think about the quarter note stays the same. The quarter note is your rock. The way that you interpret in between that, you can morph it and you can mess around with it. Billy Martin does this a little bit as well. Not as severe as what he's doing right here. Right now, he's playing it straight. But now he's back to it. It's alchemy. You hear the bass players doubling that feel as well. Man, I know what the comment section is going to say. They're going to say, why didn't you do a Nate Smith video where he's blowing a bunch of chops? Because I know that's out there. But man, this for me is stuff I would rather listen to. Because at 44, I'm almost 44. Man, I've heard all the chops and I still get impressed by things. But this kind of playing is what really blows my skirt up, if you know what I'm saying. Now he's going to 16th notes, and he's not going to 2-2-2-2-5. There is a subtle swing, and it's not even that severe. It's a very subtle swung 16th note that he's doing right there. Yeah, man, the keyboard player, the bass player is just banging that eighth note feel. It's not swung, but it is. It's not shuffling, but it is. Yeah. And he's one of the best looking drummers we've had on the channel. You've heard me talk about that before. This motherfucker looks like if Idris Elba was a groove monster. Yeah, man. Fuck. I can't sleep tonight now because of this fucking groove. Man, the only way that I know to try to get that groove, and I've tried to do it playing along with Roots records, CDs, MP3s, streaming for you children. I've tried, and I still can't pull it off. I'm not even going to try to do it again. It's not a groove that you really hear a lot of. You will hear it in this like funk fusion instrumental style, but man, it's a unicorn, man. That groove is a fucking unicorn. Now he's hitting it like kind of a little like a drum and bass thing. Back to it, man. Skip beat. I want to know what it feels like to play like that. This man is what I call opposite of a sweatpants drummer. A sweatpants drummer is what I call motherfuckers that don't have any pocket. You got no pocket like a pair of sweatpants. This dude is the opposite of that. He's all pocket. And yes, I've seen him blow chops on YouTube, and that's cool. Give me this all day. God. A French grip right there when you're trying to play, faster 16th notes. It's nice to go to right there and use those fingers. Fingers where your speed's at. The wrist is where your power's at. Just laying that quarter note down. Man, let's watch that. It's the most simplest thing that you can fucking possibly do. He's playing quarter notes, quarter notes on the hi-hat, quarter notes on the bass drum, quarter notes on the snare drum. And it's one of the most grovingest things that you can hear. Oh my goodness. After this, let's watch that again. Just a groove hound, man. And then hints at that swunk thing. That. He's playing with time. He's carving out the stuff in between the quarter notes. Okay, so what I was just talking about, Frank Zappa always talked about, making music is just carving the air, creating time. Right now, there's nothing happening. But if I go, I've now carved up the air. I've carved the time up, right? Right there, he goes to straight swung, almost like you're playing the first and the last partial of the triplet, but that quarter note stays the same. This motherfucker don't need a watch because he says what time it is. This fucking hi-hat cymbal is going to need a pregnancy test. That's 5 plugged in musicians right there, man, playing with one heartbeat. I love endings like that. It's very easy to just play what we call trash can ending, where you just play every chop that you've ever learned in your whole life and play it as fast as possible and blow, end on a big old one, right? Man, when you can draw the crowd in by playing softer, who is a master of this, and unfortunately he passed last year, and he's kind of my homeboy. Bill Withers was the master of performing at a low volume and making the listener lean into it, and almost like when you play at a lower volume like that, and especially when you end such a badass performance like they just did, you make the crowd like lean forward, and you make them listen to you harder. If you're playing loud, the crowd doesn't have to listen to you very intently because it's fucking loud. But man, when you can do that, and I've been on stage when this has happened, and you decrescendo or diminuendo if you're a music school kid, and make that crowd come forward and hear you harder, you own that crowd. You have them in the palm of your hands, and you could do what you want to with them. Man, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because I'm just going to be thinking about that. And that's just a shitty version of it because I can't do it because I don't groove like that. I'm pretty grooving, but not like that. Nate Smith, thanks for fucking up my night. That is the kind of drum performance that I dig. You heard him carve out the spaces between the quarter notes in about 3 or 4 different ways. Because he was, I can't do it. I'm not even going to try. Go back and watch this without my nonsense over top of it, so you can really pay attention to how he would do those 16th notes that were slightly swung. He was playing those 8th notes that were like not swung, not shuffling, but not straight. And then he actually at one point just straight shuffled those 8th notes. This man has complete control of how you carve out air. And I'm stealing Frank Zappa's shit for that. And that's enough of this video, because if you want to learn how to like carve air out like that, you got to keep practicing until it's easy.